Let me ask you something. What if everything you thought you knew about American history had a twist you never saw coming? See, I grew up hearing that Egypt, or Tamari, the beloved land, was a place across the ocean, far from home. But then I stumbled on this alternative story, a story that says America is Egypt, and not just symbolically. Imagine a map called the Tamari map. It overlays ancient Egypt right on top of North America, lining up the Mississippi River with the Nile, and placing our cities where the pyramids once stood. Wild, right? But here's where it gets deeper. The idea is that African Americans and indigenous people are the true Tamari kings, the inheritors of the wisdom and legacy of ancient Kemet. Our ancestors didn't just come here, they've been here, building, creating, ruling. Now, let's talk the Seminole Wars. Most folks say it was about Florida land, but what if it was about more? According to this narrative, the Seminole people and black folks fighting alongside them were descendants of the Tamari kings. That war, it wasn't just about territory. It was about erasing the legacy of Tamari right here in America. And then there's the Louisiana Purchase. History tells us it doubled the size of the US, but this story says it was actually a transfer of ancient Egyptian land. That's why so many symbols and structures in America echo Egypt. Think obelisks, pyramids, secret societies. So when I say I am a Tamari king, I'm claiming a birthright. I'm connecting with a legacy that didn't start in chains, but in crowns. America as Tamari isn't just a theory, it's a call to remember, reclaim, and rise. If you feel this, tap in and let's keep uncovering these hidden truths together.
All right, let's talk about something absolutely massive, literally. Imagine a world map so big it takes up an entire wall, over 10 feet across. That's Urbano Monti's 1587 planisphere, the largest known early world map hand-drawn in Milan, Italy. Thanks to the David Rumsey map collection at Stanford, all 60-plus sheets have been digitally stitched together, letting us see the map in its full glory for the first time in over 4 centuries. Now you might wonder, why make a map like this? Was it just for show or even a work of fiction? Nope, not at all. Back in the 16th century, map makers weren't daydreaming. They were documenting. Monti was obsessed with accuracy. He collected explorers' reports, earlier maps, accounts from travelers, even info from a Japanese embassy that visited Milan in 1585. He wasn't making things up. He was compiling the best data he could find, right down to climate, customs, and even astronomical events. Yeah, there are some mythical creatures sprinkled in, but that was just the style of the time. The intent? Purely scientific. Monti's projection style was cutting-edge too, north at the center, the whole map spinning around the pole. So how did he know what to draw? He built this map from a patchwork of explorers' stories, merchant gossip, old atlases, and scientific treatises. Some areas, like Japan, are surprisingly accurate, probably thanks to first-hand info. Others, a bit more speculative, but that's the beauty of it. Monti's map is a snapshot of the world as they understood it in 1587. Part science, part art, and not fiction at all. And now, with the digital version, you can dive into those details for yourself. No time travel required.
You know, sometimes a single sentence in the Bible can really make you pause and reflect. Today, I want to take you into Song of Solomon, chapter 1, verse 5, where the speaker says, "I am black, but comely." Now, this isn't just old poetry. It's a powerful statement about beauty, identity, and social perception. Back in the ancient world, skin color carried different meanings than it does today. In this verse, the Shulamite woman is speaking. She's saying, "I am black," likely because she's been working out in the hot sun, tending vineyards. Her skin is darkened by the sun, and she senses that some people look down on her for it. But right after, she claims, "but comely, or yet lovely." She's pushing back against the idea that her complexion is something to be ashamed of. There's a tension here because on one hand, she's aware of how she's viewed by others, but on the other, she stands in her own beauty and worth. Now let's go even deeper. This verse has sparked centuries of conversation. Some have even connected it to modern stories about race and identity. For example, there's a famous story about Egypt's former president, Gamal Abdel Nasser. During a speech, he reportedly said he couldn't respect the leaders of Israel because, in his words, they left here black and they came back white. What he was getting at, right or wrong, was a sense of lost authenticity. He was using skin color as a metaphor for change, for something essential being altered. Whether that statement was fair or not, it shows just how much color, appearance, and identity are wrapped up in history, politics, and even faith communities. But if I bring it back to the Song of Solomon, it's important to see what the text itself is doing. The Shulamite woman's words aren't about race in the way we talk about it today. They're about dignity in the face of judgment. They're about standing tall, even when others try to make you feel small for things beyond your control. So, what can Bible students take from this? First, beauty in the Bible isn't limited by social standards. It's about the heart, character, and even the courage to love yourself as God made you. Second, the Bible doesn't shy away from tough conversations about identity. Instead, it invites us to go deeper, to ask questions, and to see the dignity in everyone, no matter their background or appearance. So next time you hear, "I am black but comely," remember, it's more than poetry. It's a reminder that true beauty stands strong, even when the world tries to put it in a box.